right, it's episode 9 of the McGrouchville. This week in our randomness, we are actually in the winter vortex and taking a look at the Four Nations hockey. So you might get some live reactions, even though it's by the time it's pumped out, it's already happened and recorded. But I'm Matthew, your host. I guess the El Capitan here, along with the gambler Landon.
What up, though?
And our brother, funny man Christopher.
Hola, hola.
He's locked in on this stuff right now as we are speaking. We are in the second period, tied at 1, and no fights
Just breaking out.
to fill.
Any fights yet,
right?
No fights. So how's everybody's week been? Because it continues to snow, and so I do feel like it's the never-ending season, and here looks like a fight. No, we have for the Ohio, and so we technically are not true Ohioans. I say this being in Cincinnati because we're in the southern part of the state, so we don't drive that well in the snow. Not like those folks in Cleveland and Akron. So it's been a struggle bus this week on the roads.
Yeah, we got a little bit of snow this week, which but it was like not bad at all. But the worst part is the fact that it's like 15 degrees. I don't see how you Northerners do it.
This man hates work and he hates cold weather.
Hey, that was the bright spot of with being in the South, you get delayed from work or not have to go to work at all. So yeah, went yesterday, had for me basically an hour delayed start, and that little bit of extra sleep was well worth it. I feel like I was actually awake in the morning.
He's like, I'm waking up to the cold, but it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I got an extra hour, and that's good.
Yeah.
It has been.
Some people don't like extra hours because my child, I figured out why she was so upset. It wasn't the fact that she wanted to go to school. So today, being Thursday and snow just continues to happen all the time, they were on a 2-hour school delay. She actually had a field trip for half the day, and they had to cancel that field trip part of it. So that's why she was so mad. So that made more sense. And me being a bad parent didn't realize that she had a field trip. So there you
Why
go.
would they even try to plan a field trip in the middle of RS?
Because it's freaking out.
I guess on the other
You're
side.
probably going to go
winter,
see Disney on Ice or something.
Yeah.
It's fine.
This is fine.
What was the field trip?
Actually, so they have a place that they serve called Matthew 25 Ministries. So they just go and volunteer and help with whatever task they've got. Sometimes they send out relief items to countries that have had natural disasters like earthquakes, hurricanes, things like that. So it didn't sound fun. It wasn't like Disney on Ice.
It doesn't sound like going to the zoo or
yeah.
I mean, yeah. Or
Or
going to Dirty Dairy. That doesn't sound going to the NASA Space and Rocket Center.
Oh, we got some stories
on
you
guys about my traumatic experience at the zoo.
No, tell us. I mean, we have Harambe. That's what we're notorious for in our zoo. So
yeah, no, I'm pretty sure. Like when I was in first grade, we went on field trips to the zoo, and they brought out this huge like anaconda, and like an actual anaconda snake.
I'm glad you clarified.
But yeah, they were like showing all of us and everything. Is like, again, I don't know why, but they made each of us try to pet it. Like actually made us. And yeah, that.
And you were in the first grade?
Yes. Yeah, and they made us pet it. I was so terrified. And
were you listening to the Sir Mix-a-Lot song?
I was not.
In the movie, was it out yet or not?
Oh yeah, I mean it came out in '97 with Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, that's right. It precedes.
It's older than Landon.
Yeah,
I don't know. You might have to fact check me on that because remember last week I gave you the wrong actors.
Well, no, I believe it is 97 or it's I think because they're coming out with the new by Christmas.
They are coming out with a new one.
Yeah.
Did you hear Matt Walsh rant on that.
Yeah,
He
that's
had.
that's why I'm so up to speed on it. Yeah, he said J Lo was a terrible actress,
Really?
which I don't know if we all share that sentiment, but
I mean, I
probably
think we
do.
all really know why we truly like her,
Yeah,
and we're all guys here. We can figure it out.
Ooh. The Kachuk brothers, though, as we're doing this live reaction, in this tournament, they have 5 goals, 1 assist,
and it's
22
one
hits.
critical goal tonight. One critical goal that is. I mean, they're all critical goals for the most part.
Oh, man.
Kind of
So,
like garbage time. Other sports.
it's really difficult because we only use thumbnails, we don't do videos, so we have to explain to the audience kind of what's going on if we go go a lot of time with the dead
My
air here.
internet
Well, I
has
don't even know
been
how to do.
Landon doesn't know anything about hockey, though, or
It's
following the
hard.
puck.
It's hard enough to even follow it. Like, especially I'm trying to watch on its computer screen, and yeah, I don't know.
So,
It's like
I
I can get an
do.
approximation of like where it's at just based off where the player's going, but it's like as far as like actually seeing the puck, I have no clue. Like even when I went to like a live game and like they did the draw puck, I didn't even see the puck drop in midair.
He needs like the little highlight. Way back in the day,
Were you
Fox,
sitting in the 300s?
the cell block.
Yeah, the cell block.
Yes, I
You're way up
was.
there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It sucks.
Oh, man.
but still, it's like at
It
least
doesn't
I
suck
would.
up there, but it kind of is different. Yeah.
Yeah, but even
So
still, like I thought I'd at least see it drop. I didn't even see it drop.
these things are kind of cool though, because like you can be for the audience who like I'm not a big soccer fan, but when it comes to like international stuff, I kind of get into it. I think that's kind of what you're getting, what you might be feeling from folks watching the game tonight. One cool thing, you being an Ohio State fan, next week they've got the Stadium Series, so they're going to be at the Horseshoe with the Columbus Blue Jackets and Detroit Red Wings. You might need to fact check me on that, but I think that's the
There
only.
is a GOAL for the US and A. That is
Oh,
is
2-1
real.
Freebird!
And I'm sure
Christopher was
Not
on
to blow
that.
up the speakers, but I really could. Yeah.
So,
still
the
not
U.S.
about
up
shooting this.
2-1. They play Leonard Skinner, Freebird on their goal song. So it got me thinking this week. You know, in baseball, we like baseball. We got walk-up music. So, you got Mariano Rivera coming in as a closer. He's playing Inner Sandman. Stuff's kind of fun when you get music within sports. Tennessee football though tried to go. What is it? Lil Jon would turn down.
Gosh, man, it really that
Is it Lil Jon?
it's too much on a third down in college football sometimes. Like, I mean, I think they should reserve it for like when they're not playing like a small school. When they're not,
Yeah.
every one of their drives ends, in a 3 and out. It's like, okay, all right, yeah. But in a big game, it has a lot of pull. But yeah, they moved away from it, right? I don't think I heard it in the last.
I don't think I've heard it. We would actually need we would need to Google that. This is when we need the couch coach and his stat stat boy.
Guys, this is what's up. But yeah,
I would not to interrupt, but I would love to see this goal. Like I don't know how far back I am, but I guess I'm about.
What? How many minutes are you on
I'm
your
at.
second period?
I don't know. I'm at 12:40 now.
Oh, it's about to happen. I'm at
yeah.
under 11 and a half minutes. So
Yeah.
we got all kinds of fun content for this.
We're like
When
11:16 right now. That's weird. Yeah, and downstairs.
I'm 5 seconds behind.
I don't know what time it's on. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just what the service I'm using. Yeah, they just now scored,
Oh,
so I'm at 12:28 right now.
well, 2-1. There you go for the audience.
And he gets to hear the Freebird now. Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
good stuff.
I have it on mute since I'm trying to hear you guys.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
So, when you think of music and sport, I don't know. I think they did a great job on that. I don't know what else you could have done. But
Party in the USA.
Mm-hmm.
Miley
Miley Cyrus party.
party in the USA.
That's a fun.
It
I mean,
always
can
makes
you
me think of
imagine Kachuk just throwing one in the back of the net?
and they're all like, "Yeah."
all the white girls, going crazy everywhere.
That would almost be genius, though, because okay, so you might be onto something here because I don't know how true if this was fake news, but I heard with Taylor Swift and their marketing with the Chiefs, that the NFL has drawn so much money and their cap space has increased. You're going to have to fact check me on that because I don't know if that was a Babylon Bee headline or,
It sounds right though. I mean,
yeah,
you think if you add that many viewers, it's been 2 years, right? About 2 full seasons.
yeah.
So yeah,
I
that
mean, think about the fan bases that you brought in. So yeah, if you maybe next year for the Olympics, the U.S. we can propose a Miley Cyrus party in the USA goals.
in the
Oh,
it always makes me think of The Office, when they do the Sabre, song, and they do it incorrectly 'cause they
Ah,
can't
there are
say
so
her.
many things that were done. Like when he
Ugh.
returns back and he drives in and it's Lady Gaga, but he's like, it's Britney.
gosh. It's so crazy how like iconic that is about being like, I don't know, I guess mean to herself, but it's so catchy as well.
This is a stupid penalty. I don't know what you but Canada's on the power play right now and freaking tripping dudes the US. So
Oh,
those that are not hockey fans, it's not good to trip people and hit them with sticks.
am I actually caught up with the I refreshed
Oh,
my
yeah, you probably are.
service.
I got a minute
11,
or 2 left on this penalty.
11:03. I'm at 11:03.
You're you're only like a minute behind. So
Okay, that's not. Yeah, there's now starting the power play.
You know what sucks is, the Preds the Nashville Predators have sucked so hard this year, and I've watched so little hockey that this is very refreshing, like, to watch some hockey.
yes, so I can't even tell you that. So they used to. They have a weird thing with their song. So they play the Black Keys, but then it switches over to Tim McGraw, and I like it. I love it.
Okay. Okay,
Oh,
so curious, how did this tournament what was the format? Like I know there's obviously 4 nations with USA, Canada, and what was it,
so
Finland and who's the
Christopher is going to have to correct me if I'm wrong on this one. So instead of doing an actual All Star thing, and Gary Bettman, the commissioner, they had already like talked through this. So it's only NHL stars. Basically, instead of doing the All Star format, and I guess in prep for next year's Olympics, they put together this format. But I mean, it's kind of you got a couple of teams though that could have been represented, like the Czech Republic, and of course you got Russia, who's pretty much banned from anything international. So they threw together these four countries and round robin tournament and just did a whole week for it as opposed to just doing an
Okay,
all
so
star game.
but these are all like
They're
NHL
all
players.
NHL players, yes.
Okay, so it's not like a
I just went
World
into
Cup.
in depth like you do the news, and I tried to.
Well, no, I think yeah, I've not done the official read up on it, and
I can't tell you the ins and outs, but I can tell you that they're all NHL players,
yeah, they're all NHL players, and
Okay.
they're all in
and it's the first year they've
solid
kind of
stars
done
too.
this.
They're
I
not
think,
scrubs at all. I mean, they're studs.
yeah,
Okay,
I think
so hold on. So are these like counted like oh, you're like a one-time All-Star type of deal, or is this not
now you're
counted
getting
towards?
crazy.
No,
I don't know.
no.
I don't actually. I think it does
Uh,
go in as far as your recognition, like accolades, like on the Wikipedia page. But
I mean,
I don't. I don't
Wikipedia
know
about
as far
that.
as like.
Okay, because like even when NBA's their weird thing that they did this year, like they all, I'm pretty sure they all still counted like as all stars. Although I'm not sure about like the rising stars who played on Sunday as well. I don't know, but I don't know. It's just weird, like this NHL like basically dominated this entire, I guess, sports break we had with NBA and regular season. I'll say NBA like regular season break.
And I think some of it too is because it might be affiliated with political stuff too. I mean, Canada, the rumor being the 51st state from the president kind of thing, and some of the things that are going on. But also, I don't know if like culturally, like you flip it around and you say, "Oh man, the storylines. There's Saturday night's game. There's 3 fights in 9 seconds." I'm intrigued by that. So I don't know if
Right.
that was kind of what was the grabber. I think too, and I don't might need a fact check on this. They were at one time not. The NHL guys were in the Olympics, and then they took them out for a little bit. And I think this is kind of more of that. Let's get them back in kind of feeling because they're going to be playing in it. My understanding next year in the Winter Olympics, they're all going to be back to NHL guys. So I think part of this format was to get that hype
like a
back
dry
in.
run,
Yeah.
Yeah, see how it's going to work out.
Yeah.
There's your analysis on that.
When was the last one? Was it 2010? Did they have the?
I want
They had
to
the pros in it, the NHLers, and they took them away. Was that?
last.
I guess I have the Google.
Let's fire up the Google machine. Last time NHL.
Yeah. It's I think
2014. So 2010 was a heartbreaker because that's when you had Canada win the gold over the US. US got silver.
Yeah.
That team, you had a few Predators on that team.
Yeah,
you had Ryan Sooner.
I remember watching that in a bar downtown Nashville.
I have a funny. You may not remember this. So this was, I think, Pekka Rinne. That was his first Olympics. What?
What's that name?
You heard me, Pekka.
Oh, Pekka. Okay.
So Christopher, he was a nice guy back when I was in college, and he would scoop me up. Sometimes we'd go to the Predators games, and I guess GPS was not like on the phones back then. So stupid me doesn't know directions. So he came to pick me up at college campus. I'm trying to get him going around, and I don't know if we were late to the game, but it was one of the games right after they had done the Olympics, and so they had already given out the medals and represented the Predators, the guys that were on those teams, and they had some pretty good representation. Here's what I remember on the game. I can't tell you who they were playing. I can't tell you who won, but Chris, do you remember this? We were leaving. You're dropping me back off, and this guy got into a fight with his lady friend, or what, locked her out of the car, and like just started yelling. And I was like staring over there, like, should we do something? And you were like, mind your own business. And the guy was like flipping me off and doing all kinds of stuff.
What?
I'm telling you, this is real life.
I don't recall that at all, man.
But I think you had it was Thursday night beer night too. So yeah, I don't know.
It was like $2 beer night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, gee, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of $2. It's $2, man. Like, I don't care how broke I've been. Like, at $2, a lot of increments of them.
Yeah, I just heard.
And then I do recall we were walking around Bridgestone Arena or whatever it was called at the time, and I was like fiddling with.
I think it was called the Gaylord Entertainment.
I was like, "Here, hold my beer, man." Like, not like I'm gonna do something bad. Like, hold my beer. It was like, "Hey, can you hold my beer for a second?" You're like, "Dude, I can't."
I panicked.
I'm like, you the look on your face was like I was like handing you a marijuana cigarette.
So those of you who are in Christian schools and colleges, you're not allowed to touch it. And it was like passing a joint around and saying, "Hey,
and you were 21, right?
I was 21, yeah. Mm-hmm. So, well, actually, I don't know if these timelines, because 2010, I would have been out of college. So I don't know why I was freaking out. I don't know. Maybe
one time we did go, and you were like, you stared it down. You're like, "No, sir."
I mean, we went.
I'm not asking you to drink it, man. I just need like, literally, I was fumbling with my jacket or whatever. Just needed two hands, for the mission for 30 seconds.
Oh man,
it's so funny just hearing like phrase like "hold my beer," and it actually just means something normal. And like you normally like phrasing now is like "hold my beer." Somebody's going to like do absolutely something crazy or mess something up super bad. Like it can't get any worse. And like, oh, watch this type of deal.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. It's like I like the phrase.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
it.
It's like I don't use it often enough.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
still at 2-1,
Oh,
second period. We might have to pump out a long show. We might finish out this game tonight.
No,
bro,
no.
no,
Lennon's already
no,
said the
bro.
intermission is too
Intermission
long.
is yeah.
Gotta get through this
They already
thing.
had one 20-minute intermission.
They
Along
gotta
with
roll the Zamboni over the
So
ice.
nice though when you're at a game because you have plenty of time to go get refreshments, go get more $2 refills.
Go pee in the stall, not in the urinal.
Yeah.
yeah, wait, gosh, when were these $2 bills out of the stadium? I need to go. Gosh, they're at
$2.
least. Gosh, every drink now is like at least 10. It feels like.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh,
You
especially
have
when
time.
you're
He's right. You
at
have
the
time to.
Truist Park.
truest. Fun
Is
times.
that in Atlanta? Yeah,
Yeah,
with the guy up there, and he's like, "Here, let's do some more."
yeah.
I,
And
I
that
like spent
guy.
the whole budget.
Yeah.
You know what we should do on these things is just like get Gigi or get for Christmas present. We should just get like these Visa gift cards, and then that would be like our little fun time budgets for whenever we
Oh
do
yeah.
bro weekends and games.
Yeah. But of course, again, I was not planning on drinking that much like at the games, but it's like once we met that like the server and like he was like the perfect salesman, it's like, hey, you got 4 guys here, no drinks. What's up with that? And like, all
What a
right,
marketing pitch too.
exactly. He wasn't like trying to. He was trying to sell without directly trying to sell.
Oh, he did great. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he hates his job. I don't think he wakes up and thinks I don't want to do this
I'm a
anymore.
black
But
I
man.
wish I knew what that was like.
Uh, uh, I do remember going back to him in like the 7th inning, and he carded me again. I'm like, guy, I've been seeing you all night, bro. Like, why are you still carding me, man? Like, you don't remember who I am? Like, you gave me that one. Oh, that's right. Use that line on everybody.
Yeah. But of course, knowing at one time, I was like, oh, I know you. There's like some security camera or something like checking every time.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, yeah, I know he's doing his job, and that's fine.
he's no Michael Scott. Ah, boo! We are now tied.
All right, I can't wait to see this goal in 2 minutes.
We're at the 6 minute mark, second period.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
a very
I'm at
defendable goal,
7-6.
though. What was he doing?
I'm at
He was
7-16.
just screwing around. I mean, watch this. I mean, I think
What just happened?
it was so mid ice, kind of a turnover. You got just a standard pass, shoot, at top of the net.
Yeah. I mean, yep. Turnover. He called him sleeping. Oof.
Yeah, I'm at the 7-10 mark right now.
You know who would stop that? Pecorine.
Pekka Rinne. He's got statued, right?
Yeah, there's a statue. Mm-hmm. Yeah, statue.
He's the man.
At Bridgestone. Yeah. I mean, R.I.P. Kenny. Literally named our dog after Pecorine.
Aww.
What? Like, yeah. All dogs must have
Some
things in this house.
sports legend. Yeah, some sports legend name.
We've got Rudy. You guys with Rudy with the diaper, Chihuahua, half Chihuahua.
Yeah, and not from the dog butt incident, but because he's old and senile.
Goodness, Christopher's old dog bit me in the butt.
Yeah, Molly was an
Wait.
exception to the rule, but we adopted her. She was like 11 years old, and she was Molly for her whole life. We didn't really
Wait,
teach that.
how did I not know? Like, only my dog, dog butt dog butt experience gets brought up whenever we talk about that with Michael's dog Goldie.
Oh, Goldie, the infamous Goldie.
Yeah, and as I was
That
like,
thing was a vicious killer.
yeah, he got me right on the buttocks.
Was that the dog that he had in his house? Like the property he owned, like his house property?
No, this is like
No,
this dog was like circa 2000s, early 2000s.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Like he could have eaten,
I was
or
like
I don't know, if it was a
7.
guy and girl. He could have eaten Landon alive.
Yeah.
He would have been one of the stories that you see on the news. He would have been a statistic.
Oh.
Well, it's kind of put a damper on this stupid game. So
I mean,
I don't even know what
I mean,
Candy's.
it's fine. Like tide is. I mean,
Um,
you get a fresh set of downs. Yeah.
When's the World Baseball Classic? Is that coming back next year?
I have no clue.
Let's check.
I've never really followed.
What? Yep, next year, the 2026, March 5th through March 17th, 2026.
See, we're already loading up our agenda for what we're going to talk about in a year from now.
Yeah, and I mean, you got the Olympic hockey coming back and World Baseball Classic. So, and ESPN apparently not carrying the MLB after 2025. Sunday Night Baseball used to be the best.
So do we know who's picking it up then?
I don't know. MLB ESPN opt out a TV deal for 26 through 28.
Wait,
MLB cites minimal coverage. So I wonder if that was an MLB thing or an ESPN thing. Or
wait, it's only for 3 years, 26 through 28.
I don't know. I must have
Well, I
misread
think
it.
that's what they put their whoever picks up the next contract will be 3 years.
Mm.
Going to be so. Can we talk about the component here? I mean, they're pumping all this money in the NBA, and we still can't figure out how it's profitable.
Come on, Landon.
I mean,
It doesn't make sense.
no, it's definitely.
Maybe Landon can share.
Yeah.
He and Colin Cowherd are the two in this country who believe in the NBA and the profits.
I just don't understand it, man.
It still just has like kind of the big. It still has LeBron James, it still has Stephen Curry, and Kevin Durant, who are still the biggest names in all sports. Especially LeBron James, who's still being compared to, MJ, and probably always will be. So to me, like they still have like the biggest names in all of sports besides football. It's like because so that's mainly the reason why. But because basically when LeBron, I don't know who's gonna take the mantle. You know, but I guess that's just mainly the reason why.
I don't know, man. It didn't make sense to me. I mean, every sport has superstars.
And plus, I mean, it is getting more like international players now because like you have players like Jokic, who's from
I
Slovenia.
think you might have something though. I think that's where,
It's
Where the money comes
depending
from?
on your lens, we're not as interested because they are more international superstars.
Yeah, again, Jokic, who's the best player in the world right now. From Slovenia, SGA MVP this year, who coincidentally kept getting roasted by Kevin Hart the entire time, which that's a whole different topic. He's from Canada.
Well, Wimby though, he's out though, but
Yeah, unfortunate. Like he's
people like Giannis. People like these.
Giannis from I think Greece. Wemby from France. So like,
Yeah.
there's several top 10 players right there. Not
So
from
is
the
it
US.
global? Are they subscribing to ESPN like globally? I mean, ELI5, man. I just like if I'm a
Where's the money coming
yeah,
from?
I mean,
Where are these viewers?
yeah, like if the viewership is so low, I just don't see how.
Yeah, I feel like that's a bit overblown.
And that's all ESPN talks
because
about, man. That's you flip it on
Ah, there should have been a penalty. We got some tripping over here.
the whole nine.
yeah, I feel like that's a bit overblown. Just like everybody cares about so much about the ratings, but it's also being dominated by football season.
I don't know. You got right now. There's no football going on. You got the next 3 months, and still, I don't know.
I mean, all the way through June. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's gonna start picking up.
I don't know if people are fatigued of LeBron, but no one ever got really fatigued of MJ, even though, but he had that weird
It was
time on the
Wizards
Wizards.
world back then. You didn't get fatigued a whole lot because you weren't saturated with the media all the time back then.
You didn't have your little handheld
Had
device.
the handheld device, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way to throw me in the boards and keep me in check.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It just can't like they're trying different things. It's
We've been NBA heavy though the past 3 episodes, 3 weeks here, but
Yeah, the hockey is
between the trade deadline that took up almost 2 weeks because it's the Luka trade. You know,
that is true. And I thought something was going to come out of that, and then ride some type of wave here, but
yeah, I mean, and the Lakers are 1-2 since acquiring Luka, and their two losses have been to some of the worst teams in the league, in the Utah Jazz and Charlotte Hornets last night.
yeah, I can't believe how bad the Jazz are. Look it up, folks. They're pretty terrible.
Yeah, I mean, but they're trying to they're all playing capture the flag right now, and I mean that they're trying to go for Cooper flag.
ah.
Oh.
So are they like the Pistons? Was it last year when they won like 4 games or something?
Yeah, I mean,
Is that accurate?
Pistons won 14 last year,
14. I knew it. I knew
and
what was
and
involved.
crazy enough, they won 14 games last year, and now they're at 28 already.
Oh, already. I guess that's
Yeah,
yeah.
already amazing turnaround.
I think I don't know what fans get pissed off, and I know it's kind of mixing in hockey today, but kind of what PK Subban was talking about, why you show up, and he was going on. I don't know if you saw the interview about some of these guys. They make all this money and they play hurt because I mean they're basically playing for the fans, and fans are paying big bucks to come watch these guys. So when you got dudes in the NBA sitting out or not taking things serious, or they're all friends, like back in the 80s and 90s, you were beating the crap out of these dudes. I mean, getting into fist fights and malice in the palace. So
Yeah, and that's PK, man. I mean,
Yeah,
he's got a good voice of reason there. Well respected in the league. So yeah.
yeah. Well, one thing about there's definitely some players who don't like each other, and those are the best ones. Like Luka Doncic and Devin Booker, whenever they go against each other, it's amazing. One of the best, in the league. Um, just trying to think. There's definitely rivalries, but it is few and far in between. And they always, people always complain about them not playing compared to how it was back in the day, but basketball is just so much more fast paced now compared to what it was.
I agree, and I mean, you technically got smaller dudes too, right? I mean, faster, smaller, or I don't know, maybe the big dudes are just that athletic.
I mean, well, big dudes are definitely more athletic. Like look at Wimby, 7'4" demigod.
He's 7'4".
Yes, and he
Gosh.
I
plays
didn't know he
with
was 7'4".
Hey, where did
yeah.
that big dude now? It may be asked and answered in an earlier episode. That big dude from Purdue, where did he go?
Oh, Zach Edey.
Yeah, he's on Memphis.
He's on
Really?
Memphis. Yep.
Yeah, I can tell you're a true fan on that.
Yeah.
That's where I got frustrated on the draft when Dalton Connect went to LA, and then I was like, this stupid guy from Purdue going to Memphis.
Yeah. I mean, he hasn't been that bad, but he's slow
He
and
is very slow.
Well, that's what they said, right? They didn't. I didn't even think he would make it because they were like, he's
yeah,
slow. He was
and
slow in college. Like,
yeah, and plus Memphis is one of the fastest paced teams in the league. So the fact that he's doing decent is very impressive.
Yeah, I don't think he's having a terrible year. I mean, just when you look up the paper stats. All right, we're under a minute here before Landon's favorite, the second intermission, where you got to go grab more beers.
Yeah, I'm still at
yeah,
two
you read my
thirty.
mind, man.
It is Thursday, and somewhere, I don't know if there's a bar out there that's still giving you $2 beer nights.
I need to know about them if they do.
Man, you can barely get a decent beer at home for $2 now. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy.
I don't know where I was gonna take us on this ship. I'm still laughing about Miley Cyrus. This is like 30 minutes ago.
Oh, but
What would your if you were like, I don't know. I mean, Christopher didn't play baseball because he hated the coach and t-ball, but I mean we all played some form of rec league ball, whether for a day or not. What would your walk up music be, Landon? If you were
I oh gosh, I know I definitely have thought about this in the past, but
I always think about
it's definitely changed. Like at one time, it would have been like DJ Khaled's like "All I Do Is Win." That
they play that sometimes at the end of
it's
Predator victories.
I mean
Everybody
that's
takes that.
everybody, but like I was like a big fan when it came out. So like it would have been that
Was that
maybe
was that
maybe
your
when
heyday of baseball? Intermission 2-2.
yeah, I, it would have been that, and then sometimes I would think it would be Eminem's "Lose Yourself,"
Okay.
and uh, if I had to do one now, I would, oh gosh, I'm trying to. I'm trying to. Just going through my recent songs, see what I've really been listening to lately. But let's see. Uh, gosh.
I think I can predict.
I don't know. Why am I thinking of another song? What would y'all do? What would you guys?
I think I can guess Christopher's. Christopher, what would your walk up music be?
Machine Head from Bush.
That's a good one.
Single time. That's just my go to. I think we've covered this though.
Not on the podcast.
Not on the
Maybe.
podcast. Just
Or maybe it was when you guys were talking about music. Maybe I wasn't here on that one.
I think that might
When
be
I
it.
was doing the janitor job and then I quit. Yes, that's news of the week.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know. We had a whole thing, but that's cool though. Maybe folks who are just jumping on be like, okay, cool. These guys aren't super original, but maybe they're a little original. Yeah. Yeah. We definitely did talk about it. Were you out that off that?
I was out on that one.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that was the episode that we didn't release. So.
Yeah, we did a whole episode. Yeah, you should check it out. I think it was pretty good.
I mean,
Landon to come out and bring him out with
It was
Ti.
Landon's idea.
yeah, I don't even. Why didn't I? I don't even know why I didn't release that. But
You know what? This one, the Jay-Z one, the Predators used to come out in the starting lineup on this one. The Run This Town. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
that that's one of my probably favorite songs. Like kind of related this on to the next one by Jay-Z is my favorite beat ever. It just goes so hard.
Oh, that's a good one.
I feel like you're trying to look that up because you don't know what I'm talking about.
I got that one.
Okay.
Did you ever
I had
get
to look
into
up some of the top 10 notes.
Did you ever get into the Jay-Z Unplugged, Landon?
I'm pretty sure
I used to play it at the fraternity house. It was I don't know. I just really liked it a lot. Like there'd be spring breaks and was like hanging out in the volleyball court and listen to it. Yeah, fun times.
gosh.
Yeah.
You know what's not fun times? That these songs are like 25 years old.
Okay, I guess I don't even know what song. Oh, yeah, probably definitely not heard listening to this. I've only gotten the Jay-Z when mostly the Blueprint 3. Like that's most songs I listen to from him. And then obviously him and Kanye West's like Watch the Throne album is one of my favorite albums ever.
You can't do anything with Kanye now.
Oh jeez.
I remember walking on campus at Austin Peay State University and freshman orientation and hearing the unedited version of "Can I Get a?" And I was like, "What? Am I an adult? This is the wildest thing." And this is like not at the turning house. This was on campus, and I was like, "Oh, I've like stepped into like the twilight zone
And
here. This is wild."
that was my first time when I heard Ti's song 24. Like it was I mainly knew it from the game Need for Speed Underground, and it was mainly like that's how all my partners roll. And then
Yeah,
1 years later, it's like, oh, he's not actually meaning partners, and it blew my entire world.
yeah, yeah. Good stuff. It's fun. Yeah, it's You know what? We if you ride shotgun on route to Cincinnati, man, you get to control the jams.
I mean,
I think uh, old Mike would probably be like, "Okay, can I ride shotgun now?"
now I will tell usually I do just listen to explicit, but like one song that sounds really weird explicit for me is like Akon's and like Snoop Dogg's like "Let Me Love You" song.
Right?
Like I actually
It's
prefer
completely changed. Yep.
I
Mhm.
prefer the cleaner version. It sounds more smoother to me than the explicit version
I
where it
just
sounds
hate edited
forced.
words.
No,
Yeah.
well, on this song is I actually enjoy the edited, more than the explicit.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Gotcha.
One of the
Um,
very few songs I'll ever say that for. But
yeah, it has a thing. On Sunday, there's a on Sundays there's a cool radio station out of Virginia, and they have the Hangover Brunch. It's really cool. It's shout out to those guys. I don't have the actual call numbers or anything. I think it's 96X actually. But
well,
and it's so they play alternative music in unplugged. So a lot of like, I mean, it could be. I mean, most of them are like '90s alt and grunge, and it's like unplugged versions. And so if you're hungover, it's very nice. It's like okay, that's nice.
With your Bloody Mary.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like okay, this is doable. But right after it was over on Sunday. It clicked over to the regular programming, and I heard an edited version of Eminem, and I was like, I haven't heard it. Uh, and it was like, "Hi, my name is," and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be edited." And it's completely different. Like, I was like, "This is wow, I haven't heard the edited version in, I don't know, 20 years or so." Yeah.
I don't think I ever heard of it. But
Yeah,
how
you're
do
like,
you?
it's like
How do you?
it's
Okay, one, why are you listening to like the radio station? And two, how do you find the station in Virginia?
so yeah, yeah, when we visit, John and Steph in Virginia, we're typically there on a weekend, and so on Sundays, they're like, "Hey, let's," when we're, like, making brunch and do mimosas and yeah, the whole brunch thing. It's nice to enjoy the it because they play different. I mean, it's like super. Trying to describe, yeah. If you like all the songs that you grew up listening to, if they would be like an acoustic version or low key version, you would be like, oh, this is great.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
essentially it. Like,
It just
I mean,
mainly
it's
the
a
fact
lot
that
of like '90s alternative and grunge, but it's all like, I mean, and it's not. It's I mean, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool listen to. Pretty cool hang, and it's only a couple
usually.
You,
hours. That's why.
are you anti-radio, Landon?
What did you just call me?
I don't even know. I was trying to say your name, and it's kind of mush-mashed. Are you anti? Are you anti-radio?
I don't see like the point. Like when you can listen to any song you want at any time. Yeah, like unless you're like I do sometimes like listen like serious. cause but like local radio, it's like I don't get it.
I think I listen to old man talk too much. I love like sports or just political. A lot of the talking on the radio. It's
I mean, again, that's where Sirius XM is like, oh, there's like NBA radio for like your NBA talks. MLB is like that's one thing, but like just like local, like, hey, I'm gonna turn on my local radio and listen to sports. It's like, ew.
stick your nose up.
Like terrestrial radio is just a complete no for you. Like you're just like, nope.
Yeah, it's like the commercials like 5 minutes long. I feel like
Intermission is under 10 minutes right now, sir. So,
it's time for the refill. I'm gonna let you guys steer the ship for a minute. Like,
well, when you have kids and you can't blast unedited content, so that's where on the way to school, on the way to taking them around to church, you gotta protect some of their ears. So, but I also have
even still like Sirius XM is like there's lots of radio stations or like just stations that don't have commercials.
Do you pay for this Sirius XM?
Yeah, it's like $15 a month.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, I can't say anything. It's
mainly because like I use Sirius, so like I can when I'm on the road, like I can listen to like any sports game I want. I'm not.
That makes sense.
I'm not forced to local stuff, and especially like if I can't watch it, can't watch the game. It's just like it's just like I can choose like the home broadcast or like whatever team I listen to or want to listen to. So.
I get that. So, I mean, I still, and we drive around in our little vehicles that are over 200,000 miles and still have the CD players. So.
Oh gosh, yeah. I think mine does too, but like it also has like Bluetooth and stuff, so like it's not bad.
My Bluetooth does not work.
Oh jeez.
So yeah, I mean we'll be riding around here when you guys come up next month and have to check it out.
Yeah. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. Oh, I lost what I was going to say.
It's gone. You're under 5 minutes before the third period here.
Oh, gosh. It's like watching two halftimes. Like,
no.
Or like in like NBA or, NFL. Like, gosh, it's so... It's like... I don't get it.
Third period goal differential. So Canada has been outscored in the third period 6-1.
Dang.
And the U.S. has done the outscoring 5-0 in the third period goal differential. So for those of you.
So is this game like for like the winner take all, or is like
this is the winner take all, man? This is it.
Okay. Yeah, because I
high stakes.
I guess I was confused. I saw that, or I heard that like USA lost like a couple games ago.
They lost Monday, so it's a round robin thing. So they had already clinched the titles, like championship spots. So Monday didn't matter. They didn't even throw hardly any of their dudes in. Okay. The big guns. It was just like, why are we here? We've already clinched.
You probably think, I know what round robin is in parlay in gambling, but how does round robin work in this?
Look it up. I'm just kidding. So they go on like points, and so the U.S. they won their first game in regulation, so they actually got 3 points. So, and Canada, I think, won in overtime, so they only got like 2 points. So they did all the little standings and points, and so the U.S. already had enough points to qualify for.
Yeah, I knew that's why. The reason I don't like hockey, like you either win or you lose.
Oh, they don't tie anymore, sir. So, but if so, now
like
you get
there still is like the whole overtime loss though.
Overtime loss does count as 1 point. Yep.
Yeah. Again, you either win or you lose. No, make it simple.
What a hater.
Hater. You really want to hate on things. Try keeping up with soccer. I can't keep up with that nonsense because they do it like backwards. It's like you'll read it and it's like what because they're tie and draws and all
Oh,
that. It's
gee.
like,
Yeah, I've got screwed over on bets because like, oh, I choose this team to win. It's like, oh, they won, but they didn't win in regulation.
but that's not even what it's called. And then you get more tie. Yeah, I draw the line on soccer
Yeah.
unless it's international
My
competition.
knowledge comes from Ted Lasso, and it's pretty limited.
Oh yes, we need to pick up on some rewatches and give some commentary. We've done our preliminary watch along here with
He doesn't
the
have time to watch shows. He can't listen to terrestrial radio or watch shows. This is how he consumes media.
This is funny.
Mm-hmm.
We made Christopher when the last time they came up. We made him watch the Goonies. The girls have been on this '80s and old school movie kick, so they're kind of blowing through some things right now. I think their next one is going to be Mighty Ducks that they're gonna watch.
I've never seen it.
God, Landon,
You haven't seen the Ducks? You haven't seen the Mighty Ducks? Is that what you said?
I haven't seen the Goonies either.
Well, the Goonies, I can give you a pass. I didn't watch it till college, but
Okay.
yeah.
Isn't it like a horror movie?
No, it's great, man.
what?
It still hits. It still hits. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Claire was wanting to watch this, and this is more of kind of the horror. Shoot, the little Furby looking things. Hold on, Gizmo.
Yeah. Gremlins.
Gremlins. Yes, she wants to watch the Gremlins, and I'm like, I don't think you're.
Wait a minute. Maybe that's. Well, I mean, I haven't seen the Goonies either, but that's what I was more thinking of, the Gremlins. But I haven't seen that either.
You haven't seen the Gremlins either?
Nope.
I thought I sucked at movies, which I do. I do suck at movies. Is it a familial thing? Is it like our families just
Blood.
say like we suck at movies and we only watch the same thing over and over and over again, like Top Gun?
Top Gun. Christmas Vacation.
I haven't seen Top Gun.
No. No, I think you're just.
You should go talk to Gigi and be like, you know what?
Again, I know it's her favorite movie, but I haven't seen. I know it has Tom Cruise in it, but it's like I have no. I mean, I know it has something to do with jets.
That's okay. I mean, I don't know anything about music, so you got me there.
I'm gonna call Jeff McAllister and be like, on these Sundays when he comes to wash his clothes at your house, just put him to the chair. Put like a little straw with like an adult beverage like next to him, and
wait, why am I using a straw with a?
Well, no, because like your hands are gonna be like like chained to the chair. Yeah, man. You can just like reach over and thinking a little bev there, your little vodka lemonade or whatever, and
knock him down.
Watch some Top Gun.
Yeah.
I'm about to hit the third period here with Sean McDonough.
Adulting, it's not something that we can do for you. This is something that you have to take upon yourself.
Yeah. Sometime.
That could be a good date idea. You could talk to ladies and like, hey, you want to watch Top Gun? And she'd be like, what? That's not a thing.
I mean, honestly,
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, but the thing is, then they're gonna be like, oh, you're not like interested, or like, oh, we don't have enough in common because you don't like these type of movies, and then they move on.
Oh no, I don't. I don't know. Maybe that's how they think, man. We've established that I just have no idea how they might think.
Yeah, it's hard out here.
It's hard out here. It's cold. Work sucks. It's a tundra.
You just put down a whole song on that. Yeah.
It's hard out here for.
Yeah, there you go. What?
Don't want copyright.
Goodness. All right, we're third period, about 1 minute in, so the stress level high, 2-2.
Yeah, it's about the intermission, and looks like our clock is winding down here in McGrouchville.
Ah, man, we're gonna leave everybody in a cliffhanger.
I mean,
But
they probably already know anyways. So
yeah, by the time this thing pumps out, they will either be celebrating or the folks up north.
are
They
celebrating.
Oh, goodness. All right. So, do we have any Springer final thoughts? Although, I will give a free shout out. The Netflix Jerry Springer documentary is pretty wild. So, if you got a minute, you got to check it out.
Lennon does not have a minute to check it out.
He hates everything. So, he'd be.
Final thoughts, I guess. Go USA. I want to party in USA tonight.
Big party in the USA. Yeah. Make sure you make it to work tomorrow.
Sure.
We're so happy to work for Sabre.
Yeah, and tomorrow's payday.
It's safer.
And tomorrow's payday, aka rent pay.
Rent pay.
Mr. Budgeting ahead for the month of March. There, good.
Look at that. Look at you go. This guy would not be.
Well,
he's available, and he's got his dating profile online. So if we get some subscribers, we can pump you out there. And he's responsible and hates AM/FM radio.
Yeah, sounds very attractive.
He had it removed from his car.
It's taken out. Well, hopefully the next time we start pumping out shows, we'll have some more weather, and we won't be as grouchy. But I mean, that's why we're here in the McGrouchville. You got any parting shots here, Christopher?
Yeah, just ready for some warm weather, man.
Oh, we have a breakaway. Let's see what happens here. Nothing. So we are going to sign off 2-2. By the time you listen, you will have a winner, and we'll pump out some new content, random as ever, next week. But until then, stay safe, have fun, and we'll see you for episode 10, the milestone episode next week.